This is War Room Moments, the show that takes you around the world to share interviews with some of the most successful and most relevant people on the planet, hear their stories, and get the most important business lessons they have learned on their road to success, and get exclusive advice on how to implement their success into your life and business. War Room Moments is brought to you by the Strategic Advisor Board. Here's your host, Jason Miller.
Thank you and welcome to this next episode of War Room Moments. Today we have my good friend Ilia on, and Ilia is a writer. He does some amazing things with writing. He writes for the Strategic Advisor Board, and he also writes for many other people, owns his own business. And Ilia, welcome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate the invitation to discuss about my business.
Yeah, of course. And so Ilia, kind of getting started here, tell everybody about what your business is, what you do, and what that superpower is that you have.
So first of all, I'm Ilija Blazhevski from Macedonia, it's Southeast Europe. So actually I'm a content writer for more than 3 years. I can say that I've been to many projects, many different topics, different niches, many things, many clients. I can say that doing a content is a big stuff. Maybe someone would think that it's easy, but it's not. You know, you have different clients. They want some different things. They want to do something, you know, unique. Always clients want something unique in this job. So also this is the part, the most good part that is very important is the style, writing style. So for 3 years from now, I think that I learned many new stuffs, many new things. So I can say that the writing become my passion. So I like it a lot. I have worked on many projects, as I said, many clients, and I really like my job. But there are difficulties. Many times you have difficulties. The clients want something that can be tough, but there always need to find the way to improve your writing, because when the client wants something, even it's tough, you gotta find a way to do that to satisfy your client.
Right.
Because the satisfaction of my client is also satisfaction for me, also as a content writer.
Sure. Well, hey, so let's kind of segue into, you know, actually about content writing. You know, what is it, what it is, what it's not, right? How do you see the trend of content really being a big part of business this year and beyond? So those kind of some of the things that I'd like to explore is, you know, to get started is, you know, what is good content versus content that's not good, right? I mean, I think that's a good place to start this conversation.
So we're talking about content. You know, the content is very important for many businesses. If we talk about business, the content must provide something that will influence the people to believe in that content. Actually, with the content, you buy the customers to get to you. So there are a lot of stuffs that can be tough, as I said. So, you know, good content, bad content. There are two stuffs. To have a good content, you must have a good research, good writing style, and be creative. For bad content, you know, many people tried this business like me, but didn't not survive because I don't know, they want to plagiarize, to copy from some content. I don't know, spinning through some artificial intelligence and sort of things, which is totally bad. So, from my perspective, the only way to succeed in this business is to make something unique from you. If you are unique, many clients will want to cooperate with you, which is very important.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I can speak from experience with, the content that you write for us. It's very genuine. It's a lot of work. You can tell the amount of work that you're putting into it. And I think people nowadays, they get caught up in this, go grab some private label right stuff and put it through spinners and do all this stuff, right? And then it just does, it's not as good, right? It's just the content isn't as good. And then there's a whole nother conversation about authentic content that Google sees as authentic. That's a whole different topic, right? But good, solid content that is well written is literally a representation of your brand, right? For sure.
Definitely.
And you always want content that represents the brand really well. Otherwise, that's not putting good content to work, right? And I know, like, you do a lot of our blog content, all that stuff, and people engage in that stuff, which that says a lot for a writer and what you're writing and so on and so forth. But second is, how do you see as the future of using content in business, and some examples of where you see good content being used?
Actually, I must say that the content writing is has more presence since the COVID-19 pandemic. I can assure you that. Many people, I can show you that. I can tell you the example of you said, so, like, for selling the masks, many people get I don't know, wealthier 100 times they have been before that. But the reason is because of the good content. If you want to sell, you need to have quality and to be catchy for the customers. So that was like I don't know, the pandemic was tough, but also opened new path, in this world. So that was a great example. There are lots of examples, not just that, but I can say that the content has huge value to the business, very huge.
Yeah, for sure. And for various reasons, right? I mean, various reasons for interacting with your audience, for website rankings, all these different things, right? But for me, I really look at sharing really good content as my whole I would say approach by sharing good content is for it to help somebody in the audience, right? That should be the ultimate goal of creating content, creating, stuff like this even, right? Is how does it help somebody else, right? How does it help them along their path, so on and so forth. And that should always be our goal, right? As business owners, is to help others succeed, help others find their path. And, you know, you're in that generation where, you know, I talk about in almost all of my podcasts, we talk about generational things, right? I had somebody called me an elderly business owner the other day. And I was like, wow, thanks, I think, maybe. but, you know, I kind of look at a lot of this stuff nowadays as to your generation. I mean, we have a responsibility to make sure to share knowledge with your generation, so you don't have to go through all of the arrows in the back, right? Because I can tell you, you know, my next generation above me did not do a very good job of that at all. But they didn't have all these tools either, right? That we have today. And now your generation has even more tools, right? So it's like, it's amazing. My daughter's 3 years old and she can just use an iPhone like it's nothing, right? So,
something usual.
Right. It's just a normal thing, right? And so, you know, not to like get off topic, but you start looking at writing and how things are written and all these things, right? We have all this technology now and all these things. We're able to create so much better products today, right? When it comes to, even if it's something like creating content, right? Because technology has just totally sped that whole thing up, right? And that's a great thing for sure. But so tell me, Ilya, what's been a struggle you've had when it comes to, you know, your business, and what's a struggle you've had, and, you know, how did you maneuver your way around that struggle?
You know, to be honest, 3 years of experience is not too little experience, but not so much experience.
Sure.
But it's a good experience, pretty good experience, I guess. Say, but for me, the struggle is when you need to deal with the customer. For me, that's a tough part for me, because you have some clients, like you're making some deal. They say you do this, and you do that, and then it's okay, but you know, you should do also this, which is, you know, it's kind of disrespect, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They don't respect your time, your work. So for me, that was a really tough thing, and I overcome that. I said, from now we're going like this. We're making a interview, and we're gonna say, you want this. I'm making the schedule. You have these requirements, and that's all, you know. And from that point, I think that I made a good thing. Now I'm good with my clients. I have many of them, so it's going pretty well. I can say maybe these 6 months, it's my best time of my life in the content. So there, how can I say? You know, it depends on the client, but you know, you always need to be in front of him and say, okay, I will do this. You know, he's tough. Maybe he's prepotent. I don't know. He thinks he's the smartest person in the world. He knows content, but he never written
Sure.
in the world, you know.
Right.
but you know, patience is a good thing.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
personally, you need to be patient.
Yeah, for sure.
Do not harm yourself, but also don't harm either the person, the client.
Yeah.
Try to make some dialogue. Look, you can make this. we can make revisions and so on.
Yeah. Well, and I think so you have different kinds of business owners, right? You know, like you're more of a creative. That's what I would call you. You're more of a creative type of a spirited guy. And like me, I'm not as creative. I'm more that just executive role type of guy. And you know, so I don't have a problem with, you know, I'm practical. I don't have a problem working with clients and saying, well, hey, Slick, I mean, that's not what we talked about, right? So it's, you know, I'm a little more blunt, right? And you're a little more the creative type, which can be more difficult to deal with clients, right? But at the end of the day, the lesson behind all that is we all have to step outside of our comfort zone sometimes and just have that conversation no matter what. And whether it's a client, whether it's your kids, whatever it is, right? We have to be able to do all that for sure. Well, thanks for sharing that. So I like to kind of start to end the call with this question, and that is, if you could pick someone, dead, alive, mentor, whatever the case may be, that we could have invited to this call today, and you could ask one question, who would that be?
This is a tough question.
It is a tough question.
It can be anybody.
Anybody.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. That's a first.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you ask Barack Obama if he was on here?
What was your path to become the first Black president of the United States of America?
Good question.
That's a really good question for me.
Right.
Because, you know, time flies. There were different times in every country, not just in USA, in every country.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
I will ask him that, definitely.
Yeah. Well, he's still alive, so you could actually ask him that question.
Maybe. We'll make some contact.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hey, Ilia, how do people get a hold of you to work with you? How do people contact you, reach out to you to be able to work with you to write content for them?
Actually, for more 3 years, I am working on Upwork. That's a freelance platform. I have my own profile. There are lots of jobs for content. Actually, firstly, they were. I actually needed to make proposals to some of the open jobs, but that was on the, you know, on the start, because you need to make the profile to be full of reviews, because you need to start from the bottom. You don't have reviews. So when I don't know, make maybe 10 jobs completed, the message box was like invitation. Like, I can say every 2 days I had invitations for job.
Right.
For content on different topics. Yeah.
Well, you have a like a bio page website coming out, right? Soon?
Yeah.
What's the URL for that going to be? Do you know?
That's the new thing that it's upcoming. I hope really soon. Sure. And I think that it will be a good way to, like, the clients to get easier to me.
Right.
The clients.
What's the web address going to be? Have you figured that out yet?
It's going to be Content by Ilia.
Contentbyilia.com. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty easy to remember.
Yeah, yeah. The thing is that you need it needs to be easier to find you, because business owners, if you want to write for them, maybe they don't have time to go to Upwork. Then you have to 3 days to registration. Money is time. So many of the business owners cannot go to I'm going to Upwork to find some content. So just type on Google content, and with good keyword, with good SEO, they will find you.
Yeah, right.
Make it easier.
There you go. There you go.
Technology, as you said, technology.
That's right. Well, I look forward to seeing your new bio site for sure. And thank you for being here, Ilia. It's always a pleasure to get to talk to you and work with you, and you do really great work. You have my stamp for sure. And thanks for sharing some good value with the audience today.
It was a pleasure and honor. Always talking with you.
Awesome.
Always, anytime.
Good. Well, hey, thank you all for tuning in to today's War Room Moment. Remember, always believe it, dream it, and achieve it. My name is Jason Miller, your podcast host, signing out.
Thanks for listening to War Room Moments with your host, Jason Miller. Please leave your feedback and visit strategicadvisorboard.com to get the latest and greatest business advisement on the planet. Follow us on social media for updates, and we'll see you on the next episode.